A study published years ago by the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa found that Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and South Africa were the earliest African countries to initiate far-reaching policy implementation to drive reforms in their various civil services. And over the years, Nigeria's civil service has been criticized for not having enough professionals and technocrats in its ranks, from leadership positions down to the lowest cadre, especially when compared to what is obtainable in the private sector. This has somewhat been the reason for the slow implementation of federal government's policies, but the narrative is fast changing. The appointment of Mrs. Esther Didi Walson-Jack, OON-MNI, as Nigeria's 21st head of the Civil Service of the Federation by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu earlier in July this year, and her subsequent swearing in August, is appearing to be a game changer after just 100 days in office. And as part of initiatives rolled out in commemoration of 100 days in office with the theme Marching to Greatness, celebrating 100 days, the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, who is a trained lawyer, on Thursday, November 21st, launched an artificial intelligence AI-driven assistant along with two other groundbreaking tech initiatives aimed at transforming Nigeria's civil service and boosting operational efficiency. The groundbreaking initiatives, which also include the GovMail, a secure email platform for official communication, and the Nigerian Federal Civil Service Online Academy, which offers online courses for skill development, are tools essential for modernizing the civil service, ensuring that it meets the needs of citizens effectively and guaranteeing that the much-needed reforms in the civil service are technologically driven. Speaking at a colorful evening recognition dinner held on Friday night in Abuja in honor of the 332 newly promoted directors across the civil service, the head of the civil service reiterated the critical role of directors in being on the forefront of driving the needed civil service reforms, especially as it concerns the actualization of the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In her opening remarks, the Permanent Secretary of the Career Management Office, Mrs. Fatima Mahmood, praised Walson-Jack's commitment to recognizing and celebrating outstanding performance in the civil service.
I would like to take a moment to commend the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Esther Walson-Jack, OON-MNI, for her visionary leadership and for deeming it fit to celebrate and appreciate our newly promoted directors. Her commitment to fostering an environment of recognition and encouragement is truly commendable, and it sets a precedent for all of us. As we enjoy this evening, I encourage you to build lasting connections and gain insights from the esteemed speakers, especially our amiable head of Civil Service of the Federation.
Madam Walson-Jack had at the event rolled out 4 new transformative policies and guidelines aimed at repositioning the Nigerian civil service. They include reward and recognition policy and guidelines, incentives and consequence management policy and guidelines, mentoring framework, and the protocol on the use of federal government secretariat, which she says are policies integral to the Public Service Rules 2021 and the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan 2025.
In the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan 2021 to 2025, also known as FCIP 25, we have a roadmap to reposition the civil service into a world-class institution that drives sustainable national development. This plan is more than a document. It is a vision of a modern, efficient, and effective federal civil service that meets the needs of the Nigerian people.
Mrs. Esther Didi Walson-Jack is also leveraging international partnerships to improve the Nigerian civil service and drive productivity.
Your partnership underscores the vital role of collaboration in achieving our vision for a world-class federal civil service. To the other partners who have chosen to remain behind the scenes. Your contributions are equally valued and appreciated.
In August this year, Walson-Jack and the UK Cabinet Secretary and the head of the Civil Service, Right Honourable Simon Case, had met in London to strategize on building capacity and driving reforms in the Nigerian civil service. Emmanuel Obiswe, Heritage Times, Africa.